What's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome with Cole Gaming. This is a strange video. And normally I'd be doing this on my GoPro, but it's dead, and this is my phone, so it's gonna be more of a old school, early years like video, vlog kind of thing. Hell, I'm even recording this with a selfie stick. But yeah, I tried to record this video a few times whiles ago, and I kept on failing, and I ended up not uploading it. But I wanted just to kind of, I guess, do it now. This video is gonna be a little long, only because it's really talking about a premise that I don't understand. It's a kind of a trend in these past few years with games. Mainly the inclusion of the new game plus mode in games. Growing up with games, I mean, I'm 28 years old, about to be 29. Um, yeah. And growing up with games, not all games, I'm going to say throughout time have always had that, but a lot of the more modern games coming from like the PlayStation 2 era and going forward had New Game Plus. And what I don't understand is not every game had it, so I'm not going to go on the record and be like, oh my god, every game's had that. Why are we just now like making a big deal out of it? Because I get not every game's had it, but like Shadow of the Colossus, let's just say that's the best one that can just come off my head that I played a lot when I was a kid because of New Game Plus. Shadow of the Colossus had New Game Plus in it, and it wasn't necessarily like the most like detailed New Game Plus. Obviously, you just kept killing the same 16 Colossus over and over again, and your health bar would max out eventually and stuff like that through how many times you played it. And if you did all the time trials and like this in the new Game Plus mode, because that's the only time you could activate those, then you would be able to keep all your unlockable weapons to keep playing through and through. And so that was one of the first games I think I ever played with New Game Plus in it. Maybe not the first game. There was others. I know there was others. But then just right off the top of my head, I can't think of them. So I apologize for that, not having very many examples right off the bat. But fast forwarding to the PlayStation 3 era and the PlayStation 4 era, there were still games like Tomb Raider and stuff that continued the New Game Plus thing. Like, I don't understand this aspect of what people are like, oh my god, can we have New Game Plus? Games have had New Game Plus for a while, and as as a developer, and a publisher, I don't understand why, and this is where the point of this video is coming in. I don't understand why you are having to listen to your consumer, your customers, the people buying your product, in order to put New Game Plus in it. Like, if you're marketing this as like the next biggest game blockbuster to hit the market, and you want people to sink 100 or more hours into this game because you developed it for so long and it's a passion project, and you know the company that's publishing it for you has got a lot of money invested in it, then I don't understand why you don't include it right off the bat. Why do you want to make your customer wait until some stupid fucking patch that they're inevitably hopefully going to have internet access to download in the first place? And that's one of my biggest peeves right now. Is like God of War. Everybody's like, New Game Plus, please. Granted, that game didn't. So I got an email. That game didn't need a New Game Plus to me as much, really, because it was a great game. But once I beat it, I was just like, I'm not gonna go back and play this game. But I'm happy they have it. But like Batman Arkham games had New Game Plus, and it made everything difficult, made you be able to do that. Horizon Zero Dawn was even added later. But the Batman Arkham games had New Game Plus, and they weren't patches, by the way. They were not patches. They were already in the game, which is more of more of a reason why I think good developers should just automatically plan that in the development cycle. You shouldn't be like, oh, I guess the fans actually like the world that we spent fucking a year developing. I guess we should add New Game Plus when it's released. No, you add New Game Plus regardless these days. If you're seeing a trend of people asking in the past year to add it, then it should have already been added. Instead, you're making people wait a month after your game's been released to be able to play over again on a harder difficulty and unlock newer things. Like, This stuff should be planned. So I guess the long story short of this is, I would really like to know your guys' opinion, because my opinion is that developers should not be careless. I'm not gonna say stupid, because obviously they are working their asses off. They are putting time and effort into thinking of how gameplay mechanics work, the world works, the characters work, and all that stuff. But I think they should stop being so careless when they're making these games, and add those kind of features in. Like, regardless, even if your game is a first person shooter, add New Game Plus or something. Like, I don't fucking know. Like, maybe not first person shooter, but any RPG should have New Game Plus in it. Any game that's an open world should have New Game Plus in it. Any game. That's just beyond a doubt, because in most open world games, you're gonna have things. I mean, with the exception of maybe like Grand Theft Auto, that doesn't really have skill tree. But any RPG open world game should have New Game Plus in it, where you can keep your abilities and all your stuff unlocked, and any weapons that like. And do it like Horizon did, where you had to pick a loadout, and that loadout is what you carried in the next game, and then you still had to unlock stuff that you did previously, but now you're in New Game Plus mode, so you have more reason to progress and stuff like that. That'd be the best way, I would think, to handle stuff. But again, Horizon Zero Dawn's New Game Plus mode was added way later after post. But with all that, I just wanted to say, I don't understand this trend of people been like this where the gaming community ourselves has to say, hey, we want New Game Plus in this thing, and then the developer's like, oh, we never really thought about that. And it's like, how did you not think about that? You guys built a game. Your game takes a person an average of like 30 to 40 hours to beat, and we want to sink in another 30 or 40 hours just to kind of get our feel, because maybe we want to go through the whole game on easy mode, but we don't think after easy mode that the hardest difficulty available is a challenge. Or maybe we want to go through on easy mode to unlock everything and have fun and enjoy the story, and then we want to have all of the stuff again. So on the hardest difficulty, it's not so hard for us, but we can enjoy all those powers we were used to. Like, you guys get what New Game Plus is, you guys get what's available, but we want that experience. But we should not have to ask the developer and the publisher to add these features in. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts again. Sorry for the long rant there, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts on what you guys think, and why you guys think publishers and developers are not really adding these things in right off the gate for as many games as you could imply it to. But with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a very good talking video about New Game Plus here on World Skill Gaming, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.